Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to use Google's Read Along app to support inclusive English language learning. Whether you're teaching online or in the classroom, this free app can be a game changer for engaging all learners, especially those who need extra reading support or prefer independent practice. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing that we are going to do is to open a new tab. If it's you're using your computer, that is. Similar with if you're using your phone or on your tablet, for example, your children's tablets, you can either open a Google or a blank browser, or you can also try to download the application on Google Play Store. But for now, let's start with opening the Google Read Along app in a blank browser. So let's just type in Read Along, which is an app, of course, by Google. And Read Along by Google is a free reading app that helps children improve their reading skills. And it's available on Android and can be used offline as well, which is perfect for areas with limited internet access. Now, once we've opened this one, the website, we'll be introduced to the app itself. So we'll just follow the um, instructions here.
Hello, my name is Dia. I will help your children learn to read. Tap the language you want your children to learn to read.
Okay, so if you notice, when we move forward, we are then introduced to the assistant. Okay, the reading assistant in this app, whose name is Dia. It's a friendly voice assistant who listen as students or as children read aloud and gives feedback instantly. So let's choose first, of course, the language that we prefer. Since we are teaching English as a second language, of course, we'll only choose English.
Alright, your children will learn to read English. Tap this green button to continue.
Okay, let's
I
continue.
listen to your children as they read out loud and help them when they get stuck. Children can choose from hundreds of leveled stories. Recommendations change as they read better. Children can earn stars and unlock badges as they read.
Okay, so as you mentioned, upon opening the application, it needs a guardian or the teacher's assistance to further understand what the read along application is all about. So, of course, let's start here.
Please read this notice in full to understand the information we collect and how we use it.
Okay, once let's agree to that one, of course, and it will ask you to make a profile
Look,
for
a
your
new
kid.
profile is created for you.
So let's say I'm going to make a profile for my son, whose name is Alexander.
Tap on your profile.
Okay, so if the application actually, or Dia, the voice assistant, will actually teach you or guide you how to navigate the app itself without any problem. And thus, it is now the teacher, or it is now the parent or guardian's responsibility to fully navigate the application at first glance. So let's try to look at some of the parts here in the screen. So we have here a toggle navigation drawer, which shows your profile, the language settings if you prefer to change from a specific language to English or from English to other specific languages. Unfortunately, Filipino isn't available yet in Read Along, but hopefully they might be able to add more languages that is translatable to English in the near future. We can also have here send feedback and some other features like partner codes, privacy, delete your history terms, and of course about read along portion in this navigation bar. Now let's go further to the right side, upper right side of the screen. We can see here this one. This refers to the stars that are earned by your child or the students as they go along or they practice reading it alongside Read Along by Google. And this is their profile. When you click their profile picture, you can see here that you can also add or create a new profile for a different child or a different student. So this is good for teachers who has multiple students, especially for those who practice reading like in first grade, second grade, or third grade who want to practice more of the English language. A teacher can have multiple accounts or profiles of different students, and the teacher could also track um, their
their progress and their performance with their profile. So let's go back to the main screen. So we can see here that there is a suggestion here, a suggestion story titled Friends. It says here level 1, and then we can click this start reading here. The number at the side of this box for the story indicates the level of that story. So we can see here 1, so this story is for level 1 readers. Others have 2, so this is for level 2. And we can also see here, as far as I can see, we can only have level 3. If and only if your child or your student is an advanced reader, they might offer as well as a level 4 or higher levels of reading practice. So, for example, you have grade 1 or kindergarten starting to read. We can always start with the phonics, or this one, the alphabet. And this one, for example, starts, of course, with the pronunciation of the letters. So let's have this as an example.
Let's read. A for apple.
A. After the student or the child has read the letters, there are further words that starts with that same
Read
letter
this
to
out
practice
loud.
their
Arm.
pronunciation. Let's go forward, and it probably has 10 words to be exact for this specific letter.
That was fast. Keep it up.
Okay,
To
once
finish
that
10 minutes of reading today, read for 9 more minutes.
and it's suggested
Wow,
that
look at
each
all those
student
stars you
must
got.
Okay, and each student must read at least 10 minutes per day. So that's the least number of hours or minutes that they are supposed to read. So the more, of course, the better. And actually, after reading each story, the students will be given, of course, stars, of which they can collect. And afterwards, they will be given as well as prizes if they do well or do good in their performance in reading some of their stories. So that is once again for level 1. Of course, it has further other letters for phonics and for level 1 stories. And of course, each level has certain difficulties. We also have here Kid Story from popular shows, children's TV show. For example, Choo Choo and Friends. Other stories about animals, fun time, my world, my friends. We also have here math and science, where we could also incorporate other fields as well, and stories about family, about about having fun, and about other characters that children will not only learn few words but also learn some lessons as well.
Through Read Along, we can actually design a quick English lesson that is focused on vocabulary building. And let's have this plan, for example. The objective is for the student to learn few or 5 new words related to a lesson. Now, we could use, of course, the materials, the read along application, as well as a paper or a notebook with color markers or pencil. So we can ask the student to read a story from the app, and while reading, Dia highlights difficult words and gives help if the student struggles. So after the story, the teacher can ask the student to write down 5 new words that they've encountered. And we could also use those words in simple spoken or written sentences to practice even the student's vocabulary and grammar. Now let's try to watch and observe and listen to this sample practice by my daughter Alexa, who is 7 years old and will be in 3rd grade
Look,
next
a new
year.
profile is created for you.
What do you like?
A cat.
Your name is
Alexa.
Alexa.
Tap on your profile.
Okay, so let's start with your level. What do you want to do? Let's start with.
What?
Let's start first with the basic ones.
The letters?
Yes, or let's start with the story, the letter A story.
Let's
This
read.
is for
The letter A
level
story.
1. Okay, let's say while using them.
Apple. Apple.
Excellent. You are reading really well.
Axe.
Great.
Alligator.
Very good.
Astronaut. Astronaut.
Read
Annie.
this out loud. Astronaut.
Astronaut. Astronaut. Annie. Annie.
Well done, you got that.
Annie acts. Acts. Acts.
Really well done.
Annie eats an apple.
Good. Can you read this word with me? Eats.
Eats.
Great job.
As you may have noticed, the Dia will give an opportunity for the child to actually practice the word that he mispronounced. So Dia will actually give this chance often, and most of the time, it will have the students or the child repeat the word over and over until the pronunciation is correct. Okay,
To finish 10 minutes of reading today, read for 9 more minutes.
Okay,
Wow, look at all those stars you got.
let's play a
You
different
got a new
one.
prize.
Let's play a different one. Let's go with stories.
Stories.
Yes, family story. This
Family
one.
story.
Let's read. I love my mom.
My mom's name is Lee. She works hard all the time, and I learn so much from her.
Great reading, that was fast.
I love my mom so much.
Fantastic. Wonderful, you finished the story.
Yay.
Let's play a game.
Speed reading.
Let's play a game. Read as many words as you can in 20 seconds.
We chest, storm, teeth, fingers, eyebrows, square, waist. We
Higher.
Time's up.
Aw.
To finish 10 minutes of reading today,
Aw.
read for 5 more minutes.
So you're supposed to read
Wow,
for 10
look
minutes.
at all those stars you got.
Wow, look at the stars. 369 stars. So let's
You
read
got new
another.
prizes. Prize for earning 300 stars.
Wow.
Prize for earning 100 stars.
Wow. A lot of prizes. Okay, let's try another Chuchu TV and Friends. Let's try. Oh, this is the level on the side. Level 2.
Let's read. Greedy little Cuss Lee.
Greedy Cusley.
Cusley was a greedy little boy. He always wanted more of his favorite things.
Great reading, that was fast.
One day, Choo-Choo's mother invited all the children out for ice cream. Please behave yourself and don't be greedy, Cusley's mother said.
That was fast. Quiz time. Who was greedy?
Who was greedy? What's the name?
This one?
Cusley?
Yeah.
Yay, you got it. You win 50 stars.
Choo-Choo, Chicky,
Chica.
Chica,
Chiku.
Chico, and Cha-Cha were very well behaved. They all selected just one scoop of their
Favorite.
favorite flavor.
That was fast.
But when it was Cusley's turn, he grew very greedy. I want 4 scoops of ice cream, he said. I want
Wow,
4
that was
scoops of
fast.
ice cream.
Quiz time.
You want it or
How
not?
many scoops did Cusley ask for?
How many?
4?
4.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh,
You
very
win 50
good.
stars.
As you may have noticed also, there are comprehension questions at the end of each part or section of the story to also assess the students' understanding of the story. So it's a very good practice not just for reading but also for their reading comprehension.
Wonderful. You finished the story.
Are we
Let's
done?
play a game.
Are we done? Let's see if you're done with your time.
Very good. You completed 10 minutes today.
Wow.
Wow, look at all those stars you got.
How many?
Wow.
809 stars.
Yeah.
Look at your...
You got 8 prizes. Prize for earning 1,000
Are we
stars.
done?
Prize for reading 10
Are
minutes
we
for 1
done,
day.
Mom?
Wait lang. Let's see all your prizes here. These are your library, the things that you need to read. And then these are
Prizes.
the prizes that you've
These are
earned.
your prizes.
Wow.
Keep
We
reading to
have
get
so
new
many
prizes.
prizes.
Wow.
Activity. Great. You read more than your goal today.
This is your goal for today, 12 minutes. So, what makes Read Along so powerful for inclusive education? First, it has accessibility. The app offers voice feedback, clear visuals, and language options, ideal for learners with reading difficulties or limited English exposure. Next, it also is self paced learning. Students can reread stories and practice pronunciation without pressure. It can also be accessed offline, where it's perfect for learners in low resource settings or have no internet access. It is also culturally responsive stories, where the app features stories from different cultures and contexts, making learning more relatable. So the app can be also downloaded through your kid's tablet or your phone, or even in other Android devices that can be used by your kids on their self-paced learning or with your guidance as well. So with just a smartphone or tablet, you can support learners or kids or your children of all abilities in developing strong reading and language skills. Google Read Along helps bridge the gap for students who need personalized support, and it's fun and empowering to use. So thanks for watching, and if you found this tutorial helpful, feel free to share it with your fellow teachers and mothers or parents as well. And let's build inclusive classrooms and learning environments one word at a time. Thank you and have a good day.